Can I come in?
Yep.
Okay.
They're waiting.
Oh my God. We gotta get oil, babe. This doggone thing don't work. Dang it! Greetings, family. Aloha, welcome. Woo! Did you show them the pretty out there, babe?
Just starting.
It's raining like crazy, cats and dogs. A bunch of... I don't know, can they hear me with this thing open?
I don't know.
Oh, maybe I should get this closer. Can you hear me if I get this closer? Hey, Jen. I'm Batman. I'm Batman. That's funny when he said that on the movie. I'm Batman. Who else do you think you are with that mask, you silly rabbit? Oh, yeah, it is dark, isn't it? Let me see. That's okay. Oh, only 2:55 so far. Let's spend a little time. You almost sound like Darth Vader. Luke, I am your father. Not really. I am just your stepfather. So stop stepping on me. Beautiful day. It rained a lot this morning and there was more rainbows out there. The rainbows greet us every day. Every day. We're grateful for that. We're here to talk about the Iraqi dinar. Honestly, is this okay? Should I close the window? Let me see. Hear you. You're almost like Vader. Very well. Good evening. Good evening. I am Count Dracula. Yes, we can hear you loud and clear. Do me a favor, Frank. Shut up. No, okay. You sound like Cookie Monster. Cookie Monster talk? Does he talk? Huh? Cookie Monster. Yeah, okay, he talks. Sounds good. No, sound is great. It's up to you, Frank. I don't really care. You can jump out the window for... Really? Oh, okay. All good. The mic is input down. Okay. Sounds good. Yo, howdy. That would be Michael Jackson then. The Thriller, wasn't it? Tidbit. Just a tidbit distorted, Frank. Other than that, it's good. That's mean, isn't it? I'm sorry if it's a little bit distorted. You mean my face? That's a different story. I went to the doctor. Yeah, for help, with this thing, this face. And doctor says, no. No, ain't nothing we can do for you, man. I said, no antibiotics for this face? He goes, no. No. The only thing that can help you is eye candy. So if you're interested in eye candy, call me at 419-283-2552. There's some big ships out there, huh, babe? Yeah. Can't wait to go surfing. One of these weeks is actually going to be for us, huh, Tink?
Yep.
Just one. Anyways, dude, you're handsome. Patrick, is that a girl or a guy? It's a guy?
Patrick is a boy.
It could be Patricia.
No.
And she spelled it wrong. I'm handsome?
Yes, you are.
Okay, thank you.
You said a beautiful.
It is, isn't it? Look at that. You don't need to be looking at me. Look at that. How many people we got? 444? We're getting there.
Patrick said, I'm a dude.
I'm a dude, but you're still ugly. Sorry I blew up, Frankie. My opinion was distorted. What was that? Mr. Ducat? Mr. Ducat? There's a cat with a kidney problem.
Gorgeous.
Huh?
They said you're a gorgeous view.
I'm a gorgeous view? That's a hybrid sentence, isn't it? For those of you that are new, we just wait a few minutes. Hang in there. Welcome. This is Frank 26 UB2Bs. We'll start in about one more minute. And the reason I do that is because I just like for people to come.
You get late notifications.
They get late notifications. I just want them all to catch up with us and try to, I just got here. What did he say? Nothing. Hey, brother. Dad update. Dad has good days and bad days, Susie. Thank you for asking. Today was a quiet day. Yesterday and today are rather quiet days. He'll sit there, he'll stare, he won't say much of anything. He ate his food, he took his meds, we're encouraged. Whereas yesterday, he didn't do any of that. Tomorrow, more than likely, he'll be a little bit more talkative. And then the following day, we start to lose him again. He goes with 2 days where he's active and 2 days where he's gone. And sometimes he'll even sleep for 2 days in a row. That's the cycle of his brain, the way it has been established, mainly because of the medication that he takes. But I'm not going to argue with anybody, any family member, any doctor. I'm not going to argue with anybody. It is what it is. I'm grateful to have Dad, and I appreciate the fact that we can take care of him. But thank you for asking. Walking stick, as you know, last week, 3 times he was rushed to the hospital because he just stopped breathing, and it scared him. That's the first time I ever, did you hear him say that, Jen?
That he was scared.
It was the first time I ever heard him say that to me. And he said, and Frank, I was scared. I mean, it's sad to die alone. It's sad knowing that you're dying and you can't do anything about it. He's suffocating. The pulmonary structure of his body is collapsing. It's just not rigid and strong enough anymore. So the air passageways and the bronchioles into the alveolus, they collapsed, and he could not breathe. They rushed him to the hospital 3 times last week, 3 different times. What the solution is that they're going to get him. They inject him with a shot that quickly gives him oxygen, and that brought him back and was saved 3 times. But now what they're doing, and y'all that are pitching in, thank you kindly for helping. Thank you. We put a down payment on a tent. Remember the old tuberculosis tents? That's what we have with Walking Stick. So he's going to be inside of one of those tents that is hyper-oxygenated at least about 3, maybe even up to 5 liters. Then when he comes out of that, we are buying the CPAP and the portable CPAP with a cannula. That way he can walk around the house and still breathe. And out of desperation, the doctors gave him a steroid shot. And you don't really mess with steroids unless it's the last option. And what it does is it makes you feel like Superman for a few weeks. And it opened up his breathing airways, his passageways. So hopefully with this tent, with the CPAP and the steroids and the oxygen, we're keeping him alive. Praise God. Alrighty, greetings family. Welcome to another one of your conference calls. Another one of your, actually, I call them Frank 26 UB2Bs. It's good to be with you. It is the 10th of January, 2020. It's amazing how time goes by, huh? Even when you're not having fun. I'm having fun though right now because we're studying the Iraqi dinar, and everything that we offer you is just our opinion. Please accept it that way. We don't give you no date. We don't give you no rate. And as much as the gurus out there are criticizing me, I just recently saw somebody send me something that Frank doesn't know what he's talking. Frank is mixed up, or Frank is confused, or whatever. And I thought, okay, let's listen to it. And I think it had maybe like less than 100 views in it, but I listened to it, And when I listened to it and I kept looking at it and listening, dear God, everything the man was saying about us, he's confused. I'm not here to toot our horn. I'm not here to knock anybody else down. All honor and glory to those that are trying to help others. But you don't help others by criticizing me and my teams, especially when you don't know what in the world you're talking about. God bless you. Good luck. Now, I'd like to express to you, family, that when we were with you yesterday, was it yesterday? No, we took a day off yesterday, didn't we? We went to the movies and we had popcorn. I have poppity corny. Yeah, poppity corny. It's really good here. They put, oh God, what's it called? Furikake. They sprinkle furikake on their popcorn here. You know, you get your popcorn and they say, you want butter with that? Yeah. It makes the furikake stick better. Yeah, oh, okay. And furikake is mainly seaweed. It's mainly seaweed with other things in it that are sweet and maybe a little tangy. It's what is it? It's mainly fish, crystallized sugar fish.
Sometimes egg.
Sometimes egg, yeah. But furikake shake, you put it on your food, and we put it on our popcorn here. So, anyways, we went to the movies. We had a good time. So it was the day before yesterday, which would be what? Thursday. Thursday when we talked to you last. And we talked about, you know, what Iran is doing and actuality has been doing. And they did it again yesterday. Did the media cover it? It was 2 missiles. See my point? Silly media. And they don't feel like covering the 2 missiles from yesterday. They don't even feel like covering what's happening today. That's why you come here. I had one yesterday or the day before in our UB2B way down in the bottom. They got like about 20 responses. Go away, go away, go away, go away. I'm sick and tired of your nonsense, Frank. Can you give us intel, please? Well, first of all, it's not intel. There's nothing intelligent about what I do. And second of all, where did you miss what I gave at the end of our UB2B? Did you get impatient and you left? So let's subtract all this talk that we did about Iran. You know, shooting down an airplane, innocent. Oh, I told you they fire these things off random. I told you before they even fired them. I told you. They're Keystone cops. They don't know what they're shooting. And then when they did shoot them off, and the media was saying, aren't they so nice? We love you, Iran. You didn't want to hurt nobody, didn't you? It's 9 freaking square miles. You can't help but to hit something. And when they did, they got lucky. They were trying to hit us. The stupid media's stupid. So anyways, they tried to, you know, hurt. They tried to do things, and they advertised it, and that's why you knew about it. Other than that, you won't. Was that an earthquake? That was an earthquake. It was 5.2, 5.1, 5? I hear there was one in Puerto Rico. Has nothing to do with it. Has nothing to do with it. With what? With it. With what is it? 5. I told you that long before you started seeing those too, didn't I? I don't know. I don't even. I have no idea what I'm talking about. This is all in my opinion. So if we subtract those two, you know, the subject of Iran just completely, and let's go with what we said at the end of our UB2B. What did we say? Walking stick report. Walking stick, what you got? It's about 5 days old. Actually, now it's 7 days old. What is it, sir? The CBI is communicating with us, with our banks, the 2 banks that are in Iraq. Not the other 4 in Jordan? No. What's up? They're telling us that they're going to send us the 50,000 and the 100,000 dinars, you know, to our bank. I said, no way. He said, yeah, way. No, that's not good, is it? Well, yeah, it's good. Why isn't it good? Well, we're not going to use 3 zeros. Frank, the CBI is sending the new ones because they're all labeled now. They're all serialized, and they're all in their supercomputers. They don't want us to steal them. What do you mean, us to steal them? Yeah, they're only going to let us, our banks, it's only going to be used with banks, like bank platform, transactions. The three zeros are only for us. We're not to give them out to the citizen. To which I said, whew, whew, okay. What else? It looks like they're, really concentrating on their note count. That's important, walking stick. Damn right it's important, Frank. These are the last steps. These are the last steps. And what do we do? I said we stop, we hold, head count. Here. Gonzalez, where you at? Smith, Jones, Henry, everybody. All accounted for, sir. All right, let's move. So they're doing a head count to make sure they have everyone all accounted for that's going to be involved in the monetary reform of the reinstatement. For those of you that say revaluation, I can tell where you're studying. Not with us. This ain't no revaluation. It's a reinstatement. Hey, baby, can I have something to drink? So, not bad, huh? All present account for, sir. And it turns out that the note count is being done internally because externally, they already know what their numbers are. Heck, you even know that they've retrieved 70% of the three zeros, and you know that, don't you? Yeah, don't act like you don't know it. Knowledge is powerful, and the information that is being spit out there right now is amazing. It don't matter what's going on with Iran. It don't matter about the protesting. Did you see what the CBI said yesterday and today? Delta brought you something yesterday. And what did they tell you today? More of the same subject. What? No count. No count. No count. No count. No count. All present count for it, sir. Except for one. Which one? The 5,000. Well, now let's talk about this. Which ones did we start with? The 50? What about the 100? Still there? Okay. But you got rid of the 50 on purpose? Oh, okay. By the way, how long did it take to get rid of the 50? Less than a day? Well, it ain't going to take very long to pick up these three zeros that they're picking up at the banks right now, are they, Mr. Walking Stick? Nope. It's already done, probably. Our turn hasn't come yet at our bank, though, Frank. You haven't got the 50 and the 100K yet? No. They haven't collected your three zeros yet? No. But they tell you that they're going to come by and pick them up? Oh, yeah. We got to give them as many of the three zeros that we collected from the citizens. We tried everything. Every little incentive to get them to come in. They're stubborn because they know damn well they can send those three zeros out of their country. But that's a subject that you and I aren't talking about, KTFA. So, alrighty, 70% collected. That's enough, isn't it? More than majority? Fine. Let's do it. You can estimate the rest, right? Why do you think we got supercomputers? Oh, okay. Learning a lot, aren't you? So anyways, yeah, let's go ahead and do that. All honor and glory to God, by the way. Let's go ahead and do that. So, Walking Sticks banks are obeying the CBI, and they're going to turn in all the three zeros that they've got, and they're going to get back the equivalent, but not in new small category notes because they've already been delivered. The bank, the CBI would have told you, hey, we're getting, the new currency. But they didn't, did they? Instead, they're going to tell you that they're getting the 50 and 100. Oh, my goodness. What was today's article about? No, really. What was today's article about? Hold on a second. Let me see if I can. Let me see. No count. Oh, about reduction of the, And you all already did the price, the gold prices? You got that set? Yeah, we do. You talk about raising the value of your currency, right? Mm-hmm. And you're talking about controlling your exchange rate, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay. And Walking Stick, you hear all that? Yeah, I keep telling you about it, Frank. All righty, well, look here. Let me go back now and ask you something. What? my bank walking stick, your walking bank walking stick, you guys are turning in 25Ks and 10Ks, all these 3 zeros, right? Yep. And you're getting 50Ks and 100Ks, right? Only for bank usage, right? Yep. So start at the beginning. The 50, what happened to the 50 note? It was removed on purpose for what they're doing right now. Then what about the 250 and the 500 and the 1,000? Those were replaced in the streets because they were worn and torn. You see, those are low enough. That's only 1 zero, 2 zeros. Brilliant. And they're low enough in zero value that they can coexist. Oh, I heard that word before. Yeah, the CBI just said it a few days ago. They can, those 250, 500, and 1,000, they'll coexist with the new small category notes and the coins. And they got rid of the 50. The 50 would have been impossible. Same thing with the other ones. What other ones? I'd rather not talk about it right now. Okay. So what was the next thing? And they replaced them from the citizens, right? Yeah, but we ran out. They came in like crazy because we thought that they were going to bring in 3 notes, the 25Ks, and pick these up, the 250s, the 1,000. They didn't. They just bought the new ones. And we ran out pretty quick. Yeah, I know. We kind of knew you were going to run out quick. So anyways, now what's after the 1,000? Well, you do have the 5,000. Can you tell me anything about it? No. Why? It's too early to tell you right now. Okay. So what's after that? The 10,000? Can you tell me anything about that? No. Why? It's too early. Well, can you tell me about the 50 and the 100? I just did. The CBI bank is using those to collect the 3 zeros that the banks have collected from the citizens, because the project of collecting the 3 zeros from the citizens is long done. 70% is more than enough, and the CBI is moving into the next phase. It is the last of the part 4 phase of their monetary reform. You see, the small category notes have already been delivered except for the coins, and they also have a schedule with a date of when they're supposed to distribute those. And they're not going to distribute the 50 and the 100. No, that's only for the inside in the banks. I mean, what's the logic of collecting 3 zeros from the banks and giving them 3 zeros to give back to the people in the streets? That's stupid, huh? Yeah, I know. It seems complicated, but it's not. It's actually rather brilliant. And rounds of applause need to be given to Dr. Shabibi and the Fab Four. And recently with Donald Trump, you see, I don't know if history is ever going to show it, but I can show it, in my opinion. Donald Trump was the one that finished and put the dot. He put the dot at the end of the sentence. He put the period. This is it. This is it right here. You see this? This is how you do this economic formula. So there was 2.5 years ago when he sent his son-in-law and the whole group over there, and then the Fab Four showed up, and then all the equipment and computers and everything showed up, and then it was recalculated because, in my opinion, someone said, "No, man, yeah. You want 1-to-1? Yeah, no. Let me show you what you want." Fascinating, isn't it? Thank God I don't know what in the world I'm talking about. I have no idea. Anyways, listen, that's fine, and you guys now have been caught up, right? Do you feel comfortable knowing what is going on with the banks, even though there's a little rioting, a little protesting, Now you have no idea what's going on in the streets because the media gave up on you. They looked yesterday and they said, "What's going on in Iraq?" Never mind. Let's go find something else. And they did. They left you. They abandoned you. They left you, blew your nose, and they walked away with a box of tissues. No, sir, we ain't gonna help you no more. You're on your own. Fine. We got Frank 26. And I ain't gonna tell you what they're doing in the streets. I'll tell you Monday. The reason why is because I'm gonna save it for my premium. If you're a member of my forum, ktfalways.com, ktfalways.com. Keep the faith always. And go on in there and look for something called premium. It costs $10 a month. If you can't afford it, then don't pay it. Don't pay for it. You're going to get everything next Monday anyways. What's today? Saturday, Sunday, Monday. You can't wait 48 hours. Well, why do I keep it now and I put it inside of premium? Because they paid me $10 a month for it. I wish to be honorable and give them something for it. Well, why do you charge them for information, Frank? I don't. Yes, you do. You're saying you are. Look, you know how much it costs to do a chat room? No. Well, then don't be so insulted. I got to pay for it some way or another. Is that okay with you? Anyways. I want to do something now. I don't want to give you what we have from... Okay, I'll give you this much. You know what you know what they did? Not last night, but so it would be 2 nights ago. The citizens of Iraq wrote a letter to Donald Trump. Where's that letter, media? Up yours. I despise you, media. You know, I'm actually ain't I easygoing?
Yep.
Usually. But I can't stand stupidity. Ain't that right, babe?
Yep.
And there's one more thing I can't stand. What is it?
Lies.
Well, lies, but I can't stand ignorance, which is stupidity, I guess. I can't stand ignorance that is born from prejudice attitudes. And I'm not saying racial. Prejudice can be anything. Oh, you're gay? Oh, you're fat. Oh, you're ugly. I know. But media, when you lied to me, oh, does that get me angry? Because you're lying to so many that are defenseless. And I think I'm a champion of people. I'll be darned. Go get me my cape, babe.
Your what?
Go get me my cape. You know, I like the red one.
Your cake.
My cake?
Got cookies.
I'll be right back, babe. That's funny. Anyway, so yeah, I'm a champion of human beings, God's creations. And when you take advantage of somebody in a prejudicial way, or you take advantage of somebody just in a selfish way, or just by lying, 3 principles that I live by. Please, I'm begging you, please, please don't lie to me. You lie to me and that's it. That's it. Oh yeah, I forgive you. You think I'll ever trust you again? No. No. You've given me the reason not to. Why did you give it to me? Number 1, don't lie to me. Number 2, don't steal from me. And every day they do that, don't they? Wow. I saw one, Jan, today that had, 100 of our YouTube videos,
Yep.
all in one place. And he's got all these advertisements making money off of what we say.
You know, you can have them take them down now.
I can have them taken down.
Yep.
How?
You just go report it as your information, your videos, that they didn't ask permission to
YouTube
post
is
it.
protecting people's copyrights now?
They are.
You know something, if I do, it just makes it a mess for other people. Let them steal. Number 1, don't lie to me. Number 2, don't steal from me. And number 3, don't touch my family. Don't touch my family. You want to see me turn into a psychotic, what's that, Tasmanian devil? Yeah, I'll turn it. It's spinning.
Okay, it's back up. It's spinning. Are you?
Yeah, it's spinning over here. A little bit, it goes, it stops. You let me know when it stops spinning. It looks like we are having spinning problems. Nothing yet?
It's still spinning. It didn't stop. They say it's good.
Oh, it's good now? Okay.
They say it is.
It's good now? Okay. Hey guys, okay, so look here. Enough of me talking and whining and dining here. Let me play you something because I'm not going to give you Firefly's report until Monday. I'm going to save that for our premium inside of our form. But what I will do is I'm going to play you. I think it's about maybe 15 minutes long. Let me look. Oh, it's 21 minutes long. If you want to hear it, if you don't, you can go bye-bye. What this is a conversation between me and Delta. I haven't talked with Delta in a while, and he's been trying to get a hold of me. So I told him, I said, do me a favor, just, hook up with the rest of our people. Get Militia, Eminem, get Militia. I like Mark and Pam. I like L&E. I like whoever you want to hook up with. It's fine with me. Because we don't give out anybody's phone number. Delta has recently been giving out his phone number to talk to other people, to other very, very astute and constructive and logical people of our form. And there are two articles that came out. He brought one to us 2 days ago and the one that's out today. I'm going to take this off, Tink. I'm going to put it next to this. I want you to kick back and listen and take notes and concentrate on our opinion about these two articles and what the CBI is trying to tell everybody. Please enjoy. Oh, wait a minute. We need to put this on a speaker, honey.
Is that the microphone?
I need the speaker, honey bunny. If we can get that, we amplify it and they can hear even better. Because there's a lot of background noise here. And please, let me know if you don't think that the sound quality is good. Did you notice that I didn't scream today? Did you notice that I behaved? That way this doesn't crack and you lose the sound and all that good stuff. Because I don't want you to miss anything I have to say. Isn't that dirty? I purposely stopped talking to make you think you had sound quality problems. Ah, that's terrible. Okay, kick back, relax, and enjoy and listen to this. Because I want to talk to you. Here, say something.
No, I said I miss you guys.
Keep talking, Manny. Keep talking.
I miss you.
There you are. I gotcha.
Testing.
Yeah, I miss you too. It's been over a week since we talked because I've been traveling, but I finally got myself organized, and yesterday Jan finally started unpacking. Finally, a week into it. Hey, a few things. There's some exciting things going on. Let's start with the one from yesterday. You bring in an article, and it's talking about how they're controlling the exchange rate of the Iraqi dinar. And by the way, Manny, I haven't had a chance to talk to you, but Walking Stick told me that their firm that has the banks, the two banks in Baghdad, the CBI told them about now it's 6 days ago, and this whole call is in my opinion, of course. All of this is in my opinion. They told them that they're going to send them a 50,000 and a 100,000 note. They're brand new. And the reason why, Manny, is they said you're to use these internally, like from bank to bank, platform to platform. You are not to release these to the citizens. Yay! We got nervous when that came out. We thought, what? But it's only for the banks to use in large volumes. They're still to pass out the new small category notes that they have on time. It's on some kind of a schedule, some kind of a date that they've got, so that's still working. And what they are now telling, the CBI is now telling the banks, hey, look, I know we asked you, and you already collected the 3 zeros physically from the citizens, opening up check accounts, ATM machine, whatever, all the things that we've done. And, okay, good. Now, we don't want you to collect them from the citizens anymore. Really? No. We, the CBI, are now going to collect them from you, our banks. Whatever you've collected, let us have them now. And by the way, every time that you give us these 25K notes, they actually were very specific. We're going to give you back the 50 and the 100s according to, what they're changing back. This is brilliant. This is amazing. They're keeping just those 230 notes internally with the banks, not in the streets, not with the was up to by replacing the worn and torn, which exists with what? The new exchange rate with the 1, 2, 5, 10, whatever, and the coins. There's the latest update. They're taking the 3 zeros from the banks, the Delta, no longer from the citizens. Now, tell me about this article that you brought controlling the exchange rate, because there's another one on what is it, post number 130, that says the dinar support for daily transactions is required now, and it talks about the exchange rate. The floor is yours, my friend.
Yeah, Frankie. Actually, what's going on is, despite all this, issues in, between the U.S. and Iran and Iraq, and the financial committee, they found out a way. I mean, on Thursday, which was yesterday, 24 hours ago, it looks like they did host, a lot from the CBI. And then they host another person too, and it looks like they were talking about two important subjects. One of them was basically the debt, the loans and all kinds of stuff, how they're paying it, and the central bank said that they're on track, they're paying that on schedule and everything. And then the other part, they're talking about basically the exchange rate and how they need to control it. And then they talk about the mechanism. He said like one person that was basically with them in that meeting didn't say who was that person, but my speculation of that person is probably one of those committees. And remember in that translation that we family, when that gentleman from the board of directors, he stated that there's a currency department committee in the Central Bank of Iraq.
Right.
They just started this process, which is around in August, and 4 or 5 months ago. And then I believe this is the mechanism. Now, in that mechanism, they tell you what they're trying to accomplish. They're trying basically to save, if you read the whole article, they're trying to save the money, the reserve money inside and outside the country. And number two, they're basically trying to control the market exchange rate. Now, we all know for the last so many years, every time when you have some kind of incident, some kind of political problems, it does affect the exchange rate in the market. Then what happens, the central bank goes back, inject a lot of dollars in the market. Like they say right now, they injected close to $600 million just to basically drop that exchange rate inside. But if you only read only that part, and you go back to our final thread, that give you the benefit of lifting the 3 zeros. There was two of them. One of them was to control the market prices and no more manipulations inside the country. The other part is basically to save and protect the central bank reserve.
Right.
So if you really go back and talk about the mechanism, if you put right there into the mechanism, you put lifting of the 3 zeros, that's basically line up very closely to whatever they're talking about here. And we all know that they can tape, they can do whatever they need to do, but it's not going to work unless they have to lift the 3 zeros. Now, what's the significance of that? We all know the only thing that's left right now is the MCP, the multiple currency practice. Iraq is one of those countries that they use two kind of currency inside Iraq. It's a dollar and a dinar inside the market. You go to the market right now, you can pay dollars, you can pay dinars. The reason they can do that because they're still in Article 14, that transitional basically article through the IMF, and they're allowed to do this. But we all know since last July, the IMF told them they have to get rid of that part, and there's the last part. Unless they have to look at 3 zeros, which is we know what they're doing right now, and then accept Article 8. Now, when they do that, believe it or not, it doesn't matter anymore about the exchange rate because, remember, they're going to be able to use only dollars inside the country. That's right. So really it doesn't matter if the exchange internationally fluctuates, like it did happen. Like, for example, the U.S. You live in the U.S. and the U.S. dollars goes up and down, the index goes up and down, but really it doesn't affect anybody inside the U.S. You don't even feel it at all. But it does affect only the international exchange rates outside the country.
Right.
But now what's going to happen is when they lift the 3 zeros, it's going to basically control the exchange rate. Because remember, they don't have to deal with this, the CBI. They don't have to deal with this anymore because we accept Article 8 by the IMF policies and regulations, you cannot use dollar anymore, meaning every vendor, every shop in Iraq, you have to pay with your own currency. So meaning, even if the rate goes up to $1,200, $1,300, whatever, it's going to happen this way. For example, if they go to, let's say, 1 to 1 for sake of the numbers, right? Internationally, it's 1 to 1. Let's say with the fluctuation, I might drop down to maybe every dollar, let's say 1.2 dinars, 1.3 dinars. And that's not going to affect the Iraq inside, because remember, they cannot use the dollar anymore.
That's right.
And I give you another example here. There's a lot of people, and believe me, there's so many economists, so many people in the work. You can ask this question to anybody, and the question is, how come you cannot pay different currency when you go shop in the U.S.? For example, you go to Walmart, right? You buy your shopping. Can you pay in euro? Can you pay in Canadian dollars? And the answer is no. Now, we know it's no, but a lot of people don't know why. Why they cannot do that? Because it's an Article 8 that applies to every member countries and the IMF regulations. So that's why Iraq right now, they can do both ways. But as soon as they lift the 3 zeros and go to Article 8, guess what? Right there, you will control the exchange market. Now, the only way you're going to have the exchange kind of difference when, let's say, traveling, you have the medical problems, which we know that, and you're allowed to take only probably $10,000, but you have to show all the documentation.
Right.
In that part, the exchange might make a little different. But when you go to Article 8, no way you can use dollars anymore. So whatever you're seeing right now, because they're in a situation that paying with Article 14, we're going to let the 3 zeros there to accept Article 8, so we have to take the consequences. And it cost them $600 million out of the reserve for almost less than 10 days they injected just to drop that BIPS down from it did jump up, by the way, some places to about 1240. Now it's down to about 1220, 1219. Now, they're still over the 2% compliance, but there's something I would like to clear up here. What I find out is, it's not the 1 or 2 days when they still out of compliance that it's a big deal. They have to go back from scratch. They go by the monthly average, Frankie.
Right.
So the CBI, the monthly average, that has to be at least no more than 13. That's about the 2% compliance from the 1190. So basically, the mechanism that they did discuss with the CBI and the Financial Committee, looks like they're worried, which I don't blame them, but it looks like the Central Bank of Iraq, they did give them the details and how that mechanism is going to work. And we all know, you and I and everybody, we know the only mechanism really that can control the market price and save the money reserve that they have is to live the 3 zeros.
And the mechanism is important, because this is part of the education process. The education to the citizens, I think, has been well accomplished, but they still need to give them that one final article that we call, with the pictures and descriptions. But right now, all the same education is being given to the banks so that they can be in accordance with the new exchange rate. It's exciting, all these little telltale signs to me, Delta, because they only point to one thing. An RI is happening. There's no denial about it, and I'm very grateful for that. What did you see? The one that came in today, post 1:30?
Is that the last? I didn't look at the form. Is that like a new?
Yeah, it's new, and it's also very encouraging because it says the dinar support for daily transactions is required now. The dinar support for daily transactions. In other words, a program rate is not going to do it for us. We got a budget. We got a budget that's more swollen than an elephant being stung by 1,000 bees. I mean, this is serious. And we can't use the American dollar. Look at here. It says, calling for, quote, not to buy dollars and deals, unquote. The same thing that you just brought to our attention is once again being brought to our attention from the CBI directly. And it's talking to the markets, it's talking to the bank, it's talking to the private sectors, to the productive sectors, to the general areas. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, what I'm trying to say is here, like even the Central Bank of Iraq and they're right now stuck in the corner because just imagine what could have happened if the U.S. imposes sanctions on Iraq? Now, the most important part for the CBI, they could have eliminated them from U.S. dollars, like they did to Iran, right?
Yeah.
So if that was the case, you know what could have happened? That could have been a disaster, because if you can't use the dollar anymore, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
So that's why, all the delays and all the postponement that they did for up to the 3 years, for any reason it is, now it's the time for them. They have no choice now anymore, because they now realize that, wait a minute, what if the U.S., they're telling us they're not going to put sanctions, what if they force us not to use the dollar anymore? Then it's a done deal. You can't do anything. Then you have no choice. Then it could be too late then after a while if you don't do something.
Very good.
So now everybody realized that, and then I was hoping that that those demonstrators they come up and say no more dollars, in Iraq, so just depend on dinars. And now our wish is coming to fruition, because now they realize that, wait a minute, we have to depend on our currency. Forget the dollar, forget the euro, forget everything. But this is for us as investors. It's so good and so huge, in my opinion, because now they realize that, wait a minute, we have to depend on our currency.
On our own
but we all know before they pull the trigger, you can have those kind of articles coming out and all this indication. And remember, there's a lot of people, different forms, different other groups. They don't know about even the video that I did the translations for. That this guy from the CBI, he exactly stated we're here right now and what Walking Stick is telling us and everything. And remember, this guy in his translation, when he talked to this guy, he said that the Currency Department Committee, they already did start the process, meaning bringing the lower denomination coexist with the big ones. And then the only things what he said is the only things they need, they have to set a date. They have to set the time when they need to launch that, and they have to pick the right date for it to do it. And remember, all the process we're seeing right now, this guy did explain it in that interview on September 30th, which is about 3-4 months ago. And we all know that they did start the process. But now we have more evidence, more basically confirmation that, the lower notes in the bank, when the rocket tickets, all that, and more confirmation now. So that's an indication. If this is the case, and this is actually dream come true to us as investors, because a long time ago, we were waiting for this moment that as soon as we know that, let's say, the low denomination, they're ready to, or they're in preparation to go out, or they're ready to be introduced, then we know that we are really very close to the CPI to change the rate, because we all know they cannot come up with those lower denominations without the rate change first. And all this indication right now is showing that they have to do that, and people getting worried. Every time you have one incident, and then Iraqi dinar exchange rate changes. So really, the CPI now they understand that it's about time for them to move forward, lift the 3 zeros, give them the real value to the currency, and accept Article 8. And this is, I believe, the mechanism. And remember one more thing. You remember in March 2019, when the financial committee came up, they said that we do have a mechanism. By the way, that mechanism is going to lift the value of the Iraqi dinar, and we have a coordination of the CPI, financial management law. Now this is basically the mechanism that they're talking about, in my opinion.
That's what we say, ta-da, there it is.
Absolutely.
Hey, I'm very, very happy. I thank you for everything. I'm going to talk about the Prime Minister because I think they're about ready to announce him. Eddie is sending information. It's pretty cool. Last night, the citizens, they got a bunch of them. I don't know if it was 1 million, but it was close to 1 million. You know what they did? These are Iraqi protesters. These are no longer Iranian influencing them, and lying and burning and trying to cause trouble. What these Iraqi protesters did last night, Manny, is they went straight to the Iranian bad guys, the ones that were protesting, the ones that are in the streets, the ones that are trying to cause trouble, the ones that are in the green zone. Guess what they did? They went straight up to them, Manny, face to face. I guess there's a lot of spitting that goes on over there, but they were face to face with them, and they told them, You Iranians, get out of our country. We don't want you in our country. We don't want nothing to do. You don't have any authority. You have no right to be in our. Leave our country. And they just sat there chanting and chanting. Iran, leave our country. Leave our country. Leave our. And the day before, it was nothing but USA. USA, USA, because Trump did not fire back. The Iraqis know. I mean, why should you fire back? I mean, they do this every week. What's so new about it? And what's new about it is that Iran wanted someone to pay attention to them. Oh, look, world. Look, the United States is picking on me. I'm going to send rockets, and I'm going to be very precise. It's just a warning. I'm not going to hurt nobody. No, you're just going to shoot down an airplane full of people, you sick animals. But that's all right. But that's all right. That's all right. What goes around comes around, and their time is ending. God is getting very heavily involved, not only from the skies above, but deep, deep in the ground. They're blowing the hell out of them, out of everything that they've got. But we'll talk about that some other time. I love you, Manny. Thank you. And let's stay more in touch. I heard you talk with Militia, Mark and Pam, and I don't know. You had yourself one big party. That's good. I like that.
Yeah, man. I with the Militia one, I do talk basically on the phone back and forth.
That's
the other
fine,
one, I
man.
go with the team chat. But you heard about the Iceman confirmation too, right?
That's a good one because, Iceman was our original Delta. When you took over his place, Iceman called me and he says, "Hey, Frank, you're not going to believe this." And on top of that, he called like 5 times in a row until I finally answered the phone. That told me, okay, you got something. What is it? So I said, "What's up, man?" And he tells me, "Frank, remember so-and-so?" He mentioned the lady, the interpreter. That used to.
Yes, actually he did. And this is what I told him too. I mean, this is what confirmed what Frank said on what's walking stick. And this is 2 separate sources, the walking stick.
I got many separate sources. I got many. Yeah, I got many sources, and yeah, I know every time something happens, many sources, say it's close. But these are serious people. When was the last time Iceman ever got a phone call? And it was about 3 months ago from this interpreter, and she said to him, "Something's happening." And that was the first time, and he called me and says, "I can't believe she said that." She, always hates their government and the CBI. But she says, "Something's happening to our currency. They're telling us." And then when he called a couple of days ago to tell me, "Frank, she just told me that they're being told directly from the CBI. She's excited. She knows there's a change coming to their currency. And they're explaining the budget and why the exchange rate has to change and how they're doing it." And I told him, I said, how was her voice? It's squealing. I said, that's good because she's a very cool, calm, and collected person. But she was actually, very excited. He said, "She was more excited than you sound, Frank. When you talk." I said, "Wow." Yeah, everybody knows. Everybody knows. Nothing is stopping it. And this stupidity was nothing more but amplified by the leftists, by the Iranian jerks, by the Democrats that want to make Trump look stupid. Nancy, I gotta pee really bad because I can't hold it. On the Senate, on the floor, passing legislation to limit our president of military action. Jeez. It's not going to pass. It's a joke. Besides, guess who has to sign that legislation? The President of the United States. You think he's going to sign it? No. His own, that stupid stuff from the Democrats? I feel sorry for the Democrats. They're like the guys that were invited to a party, but they didn't get there on time. The doors are closed, and they can only look from the outside where it's very cold, inside where it's very warm, and everybody's dancing and drinking and having a good time. Sorry, Democrats, you have to look from the outside in because that's where you put yourselves. I love you, Manny. I'll talk to you probably tomorrow, okay?
I love you, brother. You take care and sad to think and love you guys. Be careful.
You bet.
Be safe.
You bet. Take care. Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye.
Wait a minute, I'm not done.
Hoorah.
Hoorah. Wait, I'm not done.
Now I gotta put this back on me, Tink?
Or just hold it, I think down here.
Can I put it on my nose? I can put it on my nose. No? How about an earring? Put it on my ear. do you think?
No. I think you're gonna.
Oh! Dear God, that hurts. Oh, man. Oh. This is an alligator jaws, man. That hurt. Anyways, family. Where's the family? Can they see me?
Not now.
You can't see me, can you? But you can hear me, right? That's good enough, right? So there's an interpretation between me and Delta of what we believe these two articles that have recently come out from the CBI. What we think that they mean. I mean, it's obvious they're talking about the monetary reform. And then the second one is literally backing up what we told you. What was it, Thursday? Yeah, when we did our UB2B Thursday. Of what Walking Stick said, what the banks are doing. No counts, inventory, Interesting. So what's the next thing? What's the next thing that we need to see? Well, I'm sure you know. I'm sure you have your ideas. But this is the time in which I say goodbye to you now. And I go into my form. Stop it! I don't like motorcycles. Motorcycles don't like me. I think they're the stupidest invention that mankind has ever made. I mean, man has made a lot of things, but that's got to be the stupidest thing in the world. Where's the logic in getting on a bullet? Just sit on this bullet, okay? And go as fast as you can with just two slippery wheels. And see if there's any way that you can avoid having friction or a bird or anything that's out there hit you and knock you over and kill you. And then those that get on motorcycles without their safety helmets deserve that. Now, I know that's kind of cruel, but golly, you have to literally have no brains. You have to have mush inside of your cranial capacity to get on a motorcycle without a helmet and travel at that speed. One tiny little bump, one tiny little loss of the control of the wheel at those speeds, you're dead. And if you're not dead, you're going to be extremely highly injured, brain damaged, handicapped, something. Motorcycles make no sense whatsoever to me. Except to get from one point to another at an extremely ground speed pace. And that's probably more important. Leave that alone for the military. Let them use those vehicles. Alrighty, I'm done. Y'all take care. God bless you. Tomorrow is Sunday. Enjoy.
Tomorrow's Saturday, isn't it? And today, Friday.
Oh my word. Yeah. So it was Wednesday we were with them, not Thursday. My humblest apologies. Not because we're on vacation. Honestly, the days all run in. The days are so. Yesterday we took somebody to the airport? Day before we took someone to the airport. That poor gentleman and his wife. And they're the ones that gave us these wonderful cookies. Thank you, by the way, you guys. I love you. I told them, I said, we'll take them to the airport for $5. $5, yeah. And when we opened it, what was in here? $5. Oh. Oops. That's going to take a while to hit the bottom. Oh, there's the floor manager. He did it. He did it. That guy. Love you too. Saddest family. Anyways, I don't know what I was saying. I lost track.
You took your people to the airport.
Oh yeah, wonderful people. Mark and his wife. Well, I better not give out their names, but thank you guys. Thank you for the cookies. And I'm sorry we didn't get a chance to talk to him today. But when we got out of the car, what did he say?
I was hoping we could spend some more time with you. I took the long way to the airport too.
Yeah, you did. You took the long way, but most of the time I was on the phone and I felt so bad for them. They got a glimpse of what my life is like.
And they got to hear a team member.
And they got what?
To hear a team member.
Ah, they did hear a team member on our phone that was giving us a report, and he was kind of happy about it. Anyways, God bless you all. It's really raining an awful lot here in the islands right now. It'll probably hopefully clear up next week. This is their winter, which is rain. Back home in Toledo, Ohio, we've only had one fall of snow. It's been an average of about 60 degrees. You know how dangerous and spooky that is? If it's 60 degrees in the wintertime in the northern part of Ohio, what's it going to be in the summertime? 160 degrees? This blessing that is coming to you is not necessarily for you to be rich. It's for you to be prepared. Take care of yourselves and your families, okay? God bless you. It's nice being with you. For those of you that belong to our forum, ktfalways.com, that's where we're going. I saw a gentleman that made a post, I think his name was Donovan, I think that was you, that said, well, I called you today and I didn't get no answer. Donovan, that's because I'm on the phone. So here's what you do. Leave me a message. I return every call. If you don't leave me a message, I used to return calls that were in red. Missed calls, that's what they're called. Because they didn't leave a phone message and I can I help you? And oh yeah. But if you don't leave a phone message, with the way things have grown at ktfalways.com, it's gotten out of hand, and I'm trying my best to curb back a lot more work, I'm trying to take off as much as I can off of my schedule. The GOI is being courts for you about that. The citizens of Iraq have declared their new prime minister. Team Jet Premium, I have a name for you. And the CBI is talking a lot more to the citizens now. KTFA Premium, I have an update for you on all that. And Walking Stick has another report. I believe that report will be given to everyone on Monday. But for now, it's been a pleasure to be with you. My name is Frank. I go by Frank26. My phone number is 419-283-2552. If I can help you with any of our products, I'm a registered agent with a licensed broker with the United States Treasury. Yeah, we can help you buy currency. And when you call me, you cannot ask me any questions. You're calling me to order currency, period. Got it? I cannot encourage you, discourage you. It's a speculative investment. We study it here together. On this venue, I can express my opinion. It's my God-given right to be as an American. Isn't that great? Even if you don't like it, Hillary or Obama, Nancy, I got to pee. Whoever. You take care. I got to go into premium. Aloha. Aloha neke oi. Hui ho until we meet again Monday night. Bye-bye.